Well, a happy finally Friday to you. The Mariners are in Houston to begin a weekend series with the Astros tonight. Seattle's off to a 17-14 start through the first month plus of the Major League season. Meanwhile, Houston is off to its worst start in franchise history. They're 11-20, that is. George Kirby will get the start for Seattle tonight, who's 3-2 with a 4.18 ERA. He'll go up against Houston ace Ronel Blanco, who is 3-0, a 1.65 earned run average. He already has a no-hitter this season. First pitch, well, that game underway on Root Sports Northwest. Well, Seattle's lead in the American League West was shaved to a half game yesterday after Texas blanked the Nationals 6-0. Oakland remains 2.5 back, with the A's being idle yesterday. The Angels were also idle, sit 6 games back alongside Houston. Astros come into tonight's game with Seattle after an 8-2 win over Cleveland yesterday. Well, Major League Baseball is celebrating the achievements of Ichiro Suzuki with it being Asian American and Pacific Islander Month. Ichiro was 27 years old when he donned a Mariner uniform. Wasn't long before he was breaking records.
All eyes are on Ichiro tonight. George Sisler, the man who currently has the record by one thin hit. It's great to have the Sisler family in attendance here, hopefully to sit in on a piece of history.
And look at this, Dave, standing ovation for Ichiro.
And a ground ball back up the middle, and there it is. He's the new all-time hit king in Major League history, number 258-505. Ichiro Suzuki with a huge smile on his face, and I'm sure a huge load lifted off his shoulders. One of the great moments in baseball history right here. The new hit champion of all time. Absolutely incredible.
And that was just the start. Ichiro would etch his name in the minds of Hall of Famer voters when he collected his 3,000th hit as a Miami Marlin.
The ramifications of failure were much greater for him. The Japanese players are good, but they're not strong enough, they're not big enough.
Ichiro himself said when he arrived, he felt an enormous amount of pressure, not from Major League Baseball, not from anybody in America, but from his country and the league that he had played in.
Swung on, ground ball back up the middle, that's into center field, and Ichiro is on the board with his first Major League hit. And there it is! He's the new all-time hit king, number 258. 1,000 for Ichiro, 2,000 for Ichiro.
Ichiro to right and deep. Back goes Parra to the wall, and it's off the wall. 3,000 is in right field, and Ichiro is racing for third, and he's done it. He's climbed the mountain.
Number 3,000 for the one, the only, the remarkable Ichiro.
Paved the way for the position players to come over here from Japan, and now he has paved his own path to Cooperstown.
Ichiro finished his Major League career with 3,089 hits in 19 seasons. His career batting average was .311. Oh, by the way, he won 10 consecutive Gold Gloves. Ichiro is now 50 years old and serves as a special assistant to the Mariners. You'll see him before ball games looking as though he could still easily play today. The CWAC District Baseball Tournament got underway yesterday. Ellensburg was able to beat Ephrata 6-3. Tomorrow's schedule has East Valley playing at Othello at 11 a.m. while Ellensburg visits Sela. Loser of Sela and Ellensburg will face Prosser at 1. The loser of East Valley and Othello will face Ephrata at 1 o'clock as well. Scheduled today has Eastmont at Sunnyside for a doubleheader. NCWB District Tournament gets underway with Okanagan at Brewster. Loser is to face Tonasket afterwards. Davis is at Wenatchee for a twin bill at Recreation Park. Waterville Mansfield is hosting 2 games against Wilbur Creston Keller. Moses Lake battles the regular season Big 9 title at West Valley with 2 games today. Chelan is hosting Jenkins Chewelah. NCWB District Tournament continues tomorrow with Manson at Liberty Bell at 10 a.m. The loser will face Lake Roosevelt at 4. Omak is hosting Cashmere in a Caribou Trail League baseball doubleheader at 11, while Quincy is at Cascade. The Les Schwab Prep Fast Pitch Softball Scoreboard has Ephrata sweeping Prosser 12-2 and 14-1. Chelan topped Quincy 12-2. Kittitas edged Kashmir 10-8. Okanagan beat Brewster 15-0. Republic wiped out Waterville Mansfield 28-1. Today's doubleheaders have Sunnyside at Eastmont. Wenatchee's at Davis. Moses Lake is hosting West Valley. Quincy plays a doubleheader at Cascade tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, while Omak is hosting Kashmir. Bridgeport is scheduled to play a single game at Liberty Bell. That's also at 11 a.m. Well, the Big Nine regular season boys soccer title comes down to a face-off between Eastmont and Davis tonight in Yakima. Both teams are 8-3 with the match scheduled to start at 7 o'clock. Wenatchee, meanwhile, wraps up the regular season on senior night in the Apple Bowl when they host Eisenhower at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow's soccer schedule finds Kashmir in Brewster at 11 a.m. while Cascade hosts Tenasket. Manson's at Quincy. Ephrata plays at Sela. That will be at noon. Well, it's official. Racing scheduled for Wenatchee Valley Super Oval this weekend has been canceled. The forecast is for at least a 70% chance of rain Saturday. And with teams coming from throughout the Pacific Northwest, WVSO manager Jeremy Andrews says he decided to cancel. He said it would allow those teams that were traveling in who had hotel reservations to be able to cancel as well as save on fuel. Andrews says they'll try to make up the 5 classes of races that were scheduled for the weekend throughout the rest of the season. He says ticket buyers who had tickets will be able to get credit towards future race tickets as well. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a great final Apple Blossom weekend, and we will see you on Monday.